Lively is seeking compensation for what she says have been lost wages and mental pain. She says she suffered throughout all of this. Baldoni says Lively's husband, Reynolds, aggressively berated him during a meeting at their New York apartment, accusing him of fat-shaming his wife.
Are you Team Blake or Team Justin?
Grateful to be with the family, man.
Grateful. All right. Look, I know it's a tough time for you. How do you get through this?
Faith.
Faith?
Yeah.
It was hard not to love the movie because you guys are so beautiful to watch that I was just like,
well, hello.
I was just like,
Hello, friends. Let me just say this lawsuit has officially turned into one of the messiest Hollywood battles in recent history. What started as a tussle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has now become a full-fledged PR war, a legal circus, and honestly, a fascinating exposé on how celebrity media manipulation really works. I'll be honest, I initially wanted to believe Blake. I mean, why would someone make up claims like these? We're conditioned to trust that when someone steps forward with serious allegations, they're doing so with honesty and good intentions. But the more I dug into the actual lawsuits, the evidence presented, with the PR-driven spin cycles happening behind the scenes, the more I realized this case isn't about justice anymore. It's about power, reputation, and media control. So let's break down the absolute chaos that has unfolded, from competing lawsuits and leaked texts to PR teams going full Hunger Games mode.
You plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes. You know, Justin Baldoni from the get-go said, I don't want to do anything negative toward her. I don't want to hurt her.
Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
So why in this case should people not believe Blake Lively? Justin Baldoni has built his brand and is known for supporting women, believing women.
I am more than willing to take every single text message. I'm not asking anyone to not believe anyone. Have them see the truth and determine the truth for themselves. I think there's some behavior always that can make people uncomfortable, and I don't think anybody has the intention to do that.
If there's one thing that's become painfully obvious throughout this entire ordeal, it's this. Hollywood PR is a powerful, well-oiled machine, and it stops at nothing to protect its clients. This is not a case of let the legal system work things out. No, this is about manipulating the public before the truth even has a chance to surface. Blake's PR team? They've gone full gladiator mode, making it clear that anyone who even slightly questions her claims must be a card-carrying member of the Women Belong in the Kitchen fan club. If you don't believe Blake, you're a male supremacist. If you question the legitimacy of her claims, you must be toxically masculine. If you support Justin, you clearly don't care about women's safety in Hollywood. Sound familiar? This is PR Warfare 101. Create a black and white narrative that forces people into corners so they're afraid to even ask questions. And you know what? It works. Most people aren't reading legal filings over their morning coffee. They're scrolling Twitter, seeing sensationalized headlines, and making snap judgments based on a few well-placed media leaks. But hold on, Justin's PR team isn't exactly rolling over and taking it laying flat. For every carefully selected damning text leak that paints him as a villain, his team is out here dropping full, unedited conversations that completely flip the context. This isn't a he said, she said situation anymore. This is full-blown, gloves-off, weaponized media warfare. And folks, the battle is just getting started. Now let's dive deeper into the lawsuits, because this is where things start to get really interesting and very messy. Blake's initial lawsuit against Baldoni was filed in December 2024, and it made serious allegations of AB and misconduct on the set of It Ends With Us. In her complaint, Blake claimed that Justin repeatedly made inappropriate remarks, engaged in unprofessional behavior, and created a hostile work environment. She alleged that his actions made her feel unsafe, that she was subjected to a toxic atmosphere, and that her career suffered as a result. Same old Me Too playbook stuff. This immediately sparked a media firestorm, with mainstream outlets painting Justin as the villain and Blake as a brave whistleblower standing up against misconduct in Hollywood.
Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, tells me they're not done taking legal action following their lawsuit against the New York Times. Lively's team, though, they're saying they're going to defend her accusations in court. Friedman insists the truth is in those documents and that Blake Lively is the one who used her power and influence to take control of the film.
But before the dust could even settle, Justin began to fight back. Rather than settling quietly or issuing a carefully worded apology, as many accused actors have done in similar situations, Justin took an aggressive approach. he flat out denied all allegations and filed a countersuit against Blake in January 2025. His legal response? Blake's lawsuit was nothing more than a coordinated PR hit job, orchestrated to protect her brand and control the narrative. And this is where things really went downhill. The biggest issue? The evidence didn't fully support Blake's claims. Blake's legal team released a series of text messages between her and Justin to the public, messages that, on their own, could make Justin look bad. They showed flirtatious banter, offhand remarks, and casual jokes that, when taken out of context, seemed inappropriate. But then came the plot twist. Justin's legal team responded by releasing the full, unedited versions of those text messages. And guess what? The context completely changed the meaning of what was being said. Instead of clear-cut A-B, the full texts painted a picture of two colleagues who had a friendly, joking relationship. In some instances, Blake was even seen initiating or reciprocating the playfulness that she later labeled as inappropriate and used as courtroom ammo. This raised serious questions about whether the allegations were even genuine or if they were fabrications to fit a specific narrative. Then enter the on-set reports. Multiple crew members have since come forward to contradict Blake's version of events. While some initially supported her claims, others have stated that Justin did not exhibit inappropriate behavior on set and that Blake was often just as flirtatious and casual in her interactions with him as he was with her.
We've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying.
I'll never know in slow motion.
You're never gonna find out.
We're like, oh my God, there's not enough time.
And they score again.
I feel so nosy.
I know.
And
my nose is so big.
Yes.
I'm not getting beard on you today.
I'm probably getting a spray tan on you.
It smells good.
Let's score another.
And here's where things get even more damaging for Blake's case. There is actual video footage from the set of It Ends With Us that shows Blake engaging in similar behaviors to the ones she accused Justin of. This raises even bigger questions. Why did she never mention these interactions in her lawsuit? If she was comfortable engaging in the same type of behavior, does that mean it was mutual rather than AB of any sort? Could this be a case of workplace flirtation that was later reframed as misconduct for legal or PR reasons? Well, these are critical questions, but instead of answering them, Blake's legal team doubled down on their claims. To be clear, AB and harassment are very real and serious issues in Hollywood. There have been countless cases where powerful men misused their status to mistreat women, and it's important to take allegations seriously. But in this specific case, the evidence is murky. Instead of presenting solid, undeniable proof, Blake's team seems to be relying heavily on public perception, media leaks, and PR strategies. The fact that her lawsuit conveniently came right as It Ends With Us was gaining attention raises even more suspicions. On the other hand, Justin isn't entirely innocent either. While there's no concrete evidence of AB, he clearly has a history of being flirtatious and informal in professional settings. Whether that crosses the line into misconduct is still up for debate, but what's clear is that this case isn't as black and white as Blake's team wants people to believe. And you thought this legal showdown was just about Blake versus Justin? How adorably naive of you. If only Hollywood scandals were that simple. The real battle is happening behind the scenes, where PR firms are slinging press leaks like ninja stars and manipulating headlines faster than a reality show reunion special.
Like how does it feel like the movie's being impacted kind of by everything happening around going on in the world?
Why would happen?
Let's talk about Stephanie Jones, a former PR rep for Baldoni who clearly didn't take getting fired very well. Instead of moving on like a professional, she apparently made it her life's mission to torch Justin's reputation. And oh boy, did she come prepared with gasoline. According to reports, Stephanie didn't just exit quietly, she allegedly leaked private messages to make Justin look bad, fed negative information straight to Blake's legal team like a buffet of bad press, and planted damaging stories in the media to make sure Justin was the villain in every headline. And here's what makes this really suspicious. Blake's entire lawsuit relies heavily on evidence provided by Stephanie Jones. A disgruntled former publicist with a history of media manipulation just happens to be the primary source of Blake's claims? That's a huge red flag. At the same time, Blake's current PR team is no saint either. They've been accused of leaking misleading headlines, spinning half-truths, and ensuring the public never gets the full picture. This isn't just about justice anymore. This is about who can control the narrative better. This lawsuit is also exposing a deep divide in the entertainment industry. Old Hollywood versus New Hollywood. Blake and Ryan represent the old-school Hollywood elite, where stars maintain carefully curated public images, control their exposure, and avoid direct engagement with audiences. Justin, on the other hand, represents New Hollywood, where celebrities use podcasts, social media, and direct interaction with fans to build authentic connections. And the truth is, audiences are sick of overly polished, fake Hollywood personas. They want genuine people, not celebrities hiding behind PR-crafted illusions. Which means Blake and Ryan's PR-heavy approach is starting to backfire spectacularly. You thought Ryan Reynolds was just over there, making Deadpool 3 and sipping aviation gin while all this drama unfolded? Think again. While Blake's lawsuit is burning brighter than a dumpster fire at Coachella, Ryan is suspiciously quiet, and that silence is louder than a Marvel movie explosion. Let's be real, Ryan's PR team deserves a raise because despite being married to the central figure in this scandal, he's managed to completely dodge all questions about it. It's almost impressive.
I think I'm doing it to cover them up, but I'm like realizing right now, I'm sitting there and I reflexively, like an idiot, just put my hands right back on her breast. It's a very fine line between chivalry and, workplace sexual assault.
While Blake's reputation is getting put through the shredder, Ryan remains the internet's favorite wisecracking husband, untouched, unbothered, and conveniently nowhere near the courtroom. But here's where things get extra spicy. Ryan has previously publicly admitted that he told himself stories about his father. Stories that apparently weren't even true, but that's how you believe a lie. Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but Blake is literally accusing Justin of gaslighting her and manipulating reality. Coincidence? Or are we seeing a masterclass in narrative control? If Ryan's been in the business of rewriting reality for years, it wouldn't be surprising if this entire PR game is running straight out of his playbook. Either way, the man has managed to avoid the blast radius of this Hollywood disaster, and that, my friends, is true PR wizardry. Blake and Ryan are desperately controlling their narrative, while Justin is fighting for his reputation. Both sides have agendas, and both are using PR as a weapon. The real question isn't who's telling the truth, it's who's playing the game better. And right now, Hollywood is eating itself alive. Join me on the next one.